I did want to add something about Rotary. Uh, our ability to provide community service in a wide spectrum of places. Uh, I did want to mention that if you like to be picked on, come and join the club.
Okay, we are here with an episode of our Above the Bar. Today we are with the Rio Rico Rotary. And so we want to thank them for allowing us to come in. And again, Above the Bar is when we showcase members of our community, whether it be our school community or community that go above the bar. And today we have the Rio Rico Rotary. So with that, I'd like to have them tell us a little bit, what is Rotary? That'll be the first question. What is Rotary?
Okay, Mr. Verdugo, Jay Barber here. I am the president of the club at the current time. I'm going to call on Todd. He's probably one of our senior members. He's like a founding member of the Rio Rico Club. Todd, could you answer the question, please?
Yeah, I have just a second. Let me look this up real quick. No, there's a little saying that makes it easy for people to understand. Rotary is a leadership organization made up of local business professionals and civic leaders making an impact in the local community. We meet regularly to make lasting friendships. And the number one reason people join Rotary is because they want to have an impact on their community. And the number one reason that they stay is because of the friendships they've made. We dream big, we have fun, we get stuff done.
And that is a great, I think, representation of what Rotary is, especially for this group, because of all the different things that this group does for our community and the camaraderie that we have within this group. I would say that we probably have a collective million years of experience somewhere, just because we have Art in this as a member. But you know, what are the type of things? So you talk about service to the community. What are some of the things that this Rotary does to serve our community?
Let me call on Tony. Tony is a longtime member also, and he is very involved with most of our projects.
Wow, that's a long list, Dave. The Rotary Club in Rio Rico, we're a very small club, usually average only around 20 members in that number. So the number of things that we do really is a testament to the dedication and the commitment that these members have to improving and helping the community. Let's start with at Thanksgiving. We, for a number of years, did Thanksgiving baskets of food, and then recently partnered with the school system to do a penny drive, where the schools collect pennies and coins from the students, and then we go to the local Garrett's Market and purchase certificates for families to be able to redeem at Thanksgiving time. And that's been 50, 60, 70 certificates of $60. And Garrett's has thrown in turkeys and improvements to those certificates. At Christmas time, our member John Morrison moved down from Seattle and brought to us an idea of bikes for tykes. We're at Christmas time. We again partner with the schools, and they identify students in the school system that their families could use a little help at Christmas time. And John's philosophy was every kid deserves a bike. So over the last 6-7 years, we have given out over 500 bicycles at Christmas time to local families and kids in the Rio Rico school system. 17 years ago, Lynn Sundstrom started our Crossroads Missions Pasta Kitchen, where the club goes in on the first Saturday of the month and prepares a spaghetti lunch for all of the participants to their Saturday service. And that over the years, it's been anywhere from 90 to 150 people that we partner with the Interact Club at the Rio Rico High School, and they come out and help us prepare a spaghetti lunch for all those people attending. And that's been something we've been doing for a number of years. Wow. What else? I'm gonna pass it on to somebody else now.
No,
Yeah.
and thank you. And a lot of those things, obviously, they're geared towards the school district and our younger members of our community, and then also with the pasta kitchen spreading out, within our extended community. So talking about Interact, because that is a big part of the future, because we're touching on leadership and developing some of our high school students. Can you explain what Interact is and how our students become members of that, and what opportunities they have through Rotary because I know we have the opportunity to go to a conference and other things. So can you explain a little bit about Interact?
Interact is a organization that is done at the local Rio Rico High School, and it is a service club that students that attend the high school are able to join on their own. It's a separate club. And over the years, we have had different advisors, but we've been blessed for the last 5 or 6 years with a spectacular advisor in Miss Laurie Johnson, who is an AP English teacher at the high school. And she has 5 or 6 years now been the advisor. And because of her work and dedication, has grown the club from having like 10 students to 60 students. Last year, we had 60 students participate in that. And what it is partnered with the Rotary Club to introduce students to service organizations, to participate in the community, to give them an introduction, to branch out and to reach beyond their normal little family and school group into the community, to get them stimulated to participate as they grow older and branch out into the business community, to continue to look at service to the community as a viable, important aspect of their citizenship. And so there is a yearly youth leadership academy that the Rotary would hold up in the Prescott area, where a number of students from all over the state would attend during the Martin Luther King weekend and go through different exercises to improve and learn on their leadership and communication skills. Unfortunately, this past year, 2020 and now 2021, that has not been able to happen because of the COVID situation, but they are still going to try and do it online. It won't be as fun for the students as in the past, but it's something that still we feel as Rotarians that is very important. So we branched out into the schools to start touching at a younger level, and through that they can continue on when they go to college. If they attend college, there's Rotaract clubs at college, and hopefully when they become young business people in their communities, to branch out there. And another thing that I would ask Todd Brown to talk about, our scholarship program that Rio Rico Rotary Club has had since the inception of the Rio Rico High School. Todd?
When Rio Rico High School started, the superintendent was a member of our club. We felt it was important to develop a scholarship program because at that time, of course, were no local scholarships. So between us and the Tubac Rotary Club, we've combined to give over $120,000 in scholarships to graduates of Rio Rico High School, many first-generation students going to college and their family.
And speaking of the scholarship, I know that the Rotary is very committed to almost every student that applies for the scholarship, that goes through that process, receives a scholarship. Is that still the case?
Actually, it was the case last year, but that's not true. We interview everyone that applies, and we feel like the interview process helps the students because they have to sit with a panel of 6 adults and answer questions, and that even if they don't make it through the process, they still learn and benefit because as they apply for jobs in the future or interview for, positions, they may have to face another such sort of thing. So we would like to give money to every student, but we just don't have the funds.
Yeah, and that was my point was that how, because the service that the Rotary does to our community is I mean, it's probably unmatched as far as I'm concerned compared to any other civic group that I know of within our community. How do you raise the funds to be able to do these things? So that's the next question. How do we raise the amount of money that, as Tony said, we got 20 members, and yet we were able to do all of these things, from bikes for tykes, for scholarships, sending kids to Ryla, the food basket, all the different things that we're able to do. How do you get the funds for that?
We have several ways that we raise funds. This year, it's been difficult getting out into the community to get donations, but we've had several grants, one from the Rotary District. Our district is the whole southern half of Arizona. That is our district. We're in that district. They gave us a grant for the bikes, to buy the bikes. Didn't pay for all of it, but a lot of it, or about half of it. The other is let's see, the brokers, the customs brokers, I believe it is. They gave us a scholarship also. But other than that, we raise funds through donations, and also we have what we call a 50-50. That is a monthly event, and I'm going to ask Scott to talk about his 50-50 program. He manages that.
Okay. Well, the 50-50 program is a program we started, I guess, 2 years ago. I guess we're starting our third year into this, and like Jay said, we do a monthly drawing. Basically, a number of the members here contribute to it, or they might take these tickets. We have a series of tickets for $5, $10, $20, $50 packages. The more tickets you buy, the more you get. The more you spend, the more you get, and better your odds. But we go over the other piece of this, which is really, where I do it is I go around to all the local businesses, and it's been really exciting to get to know the local businesses. And whether it's Priscilla at the tortilla shop, or Jesus at the hardware store, or Monica up at Stewart Title, it goes on and on and on. And we go in, and I go in and talk to them and see if they want to participate. And they've all been really, really good at doing that. And it's been a great experience for me to learn these folks and meet these people and spread the word of Rotary at the same time. I mean, that's kind of what we're trying to do as well. So that's one of our big programs that we've done. And I don't know if you want to talk about the ducks or not, Jay, but that's another way we earn money, is we have a yearly annual duck dash race where we literally sell duck spots, which ducks are all numbered, and we sell them for $5 a piece. And then we race them down Santa Cruz River. We were doing it in March, April timeframe. This year, I'm not sure we know when we're going to do it yet, but that's another way we raise funds for the projects that we do.
And so obviously we can use as many dollars as we can receive, because it goes right back into the community. The other thing that we didn't mention was, dictionaries that we give out to all of some of our elementary students. Those are things, as well as paper donations to teachers, at all of our school sites. So there's always something that the Rotary is whatever comes in goes right back out. And so, it's a continual service, to our community. So I know that the district truly appreciates that. How can we encourage, is there other ways for individuals to donate to the Rotary if they wanted to donate?
We will always take donations. It's the connection to people that were, and this year is especially difficult because of, we're not into the public like we have been. We do get donation. Well, when we could be out in public, we would set up a table at Nichols Diner. A lot of times we'd sit in front of Nichols Diner and sell our 50/50 tickets, the Duck Dash tickets. We were able to sell our tickets that way, and they've been very helpful. But without that now, it is more difficult. And our numbers are showing the stress of this past year of not being able to meet the public. So in a normal fashion. So
Okay.
yes, we would gladly take donations, however we can get them. Anybody could make a donation. Manny Lopez is our treasurer, and he would gladly take in any donations.
I think
Jay,
so.
may I offer that we do have a foundation that's a 501c3. So any donations could possibly be, give some tax relief to anyone who wanted to make a donation. And we do give receipts for that.
Thank you. I
Thank
think
you.
that's great.
Thank
So
you,
we can
Flo.
definitely share that out as well to our community. So you brought up something there, Jay, about the difficulty that COVID-19 has brought from a communication standpoint, having meetings. I know that we miss having the Rotary here at our district office meeting and seeing the parking lot full of cars and seeing everybody here. And I know we have people like Art who were using the telegraph, way back when to communicate. Now he's had to go all the way to Zoom meetings. How difficult has that been on the membership trying to maintain that communication?
We have done exceptionally well, I believe. And I don't want to hog the time here, but we've done a very good job with this communication, and thank God we have this ability. And Flo, how about you? Do you have any comments about using Zoom?
Like Dave said, we've got Art who started with Telegraph, not far behind him. And I think the Zoom has kind of brought us into the 21st century, actually. So it's been good for us. And it's been a wonderful tool for us to be able to get together. We actually extended our meeting by 15 minutes so that we could have a little social beforehand. And so I think the Zoom meetings have been very successful, but Art says not.
Well, we all want to be together again and hold hands and all that. It helps. One aspect of Zoom, I have family in Ohio and we travel back to Ohio fairly often. And it allows me to sit in my daughter's den and share a meeting just like I am today. I'm in Rio Rico today, but I'll be going out next week. We're having a board meeting next week and I'm going to have to Zoom in on the board meeting.
Yeah. So question, actually getting a little sunlight here. Question for the group. Tony said that we have about 20 members, and if somebody watches this and says, hey, I would really like to be part of the organization, how would they go about becoming a member of Rotary?
Well, as you say that, it's very interesting. Shannon and John Fanning are now our newest members. John has joined as an individual membership, and Shannon joined, and we're so excited to have them and their fresh outlook.
I think maybe you should have
Todd is
Lynn
joining?
speak about it because Lynn's the one who's in charge of new membership.
Absolutely, you're absolutely right. Thanks, Todd. Lynn?
Yes, I've been sitting here thinking about, we've offered Zoom meetings, et cetera, but how do they actually get our Zoom contact? How do they get in? And I'd offer my phone number for contact, 520-780-6445. Well, we would definitely love to invite new members, especially new members to the community, or if you've been here for a while. I started wanting to serve the community, and now being new to community 20 years ago, now my best friends are Rotarians here in Rio Rico. So thank you.
Art,
May
do
I
you have
offer-
a email that we could put out?
Well, I think we just use the Yahoo email. It's easily accessed. If anyone is interested, they always can just send a simple email to that address.
What is that address?
Rio Rico.
Rio Rico Rotary at yahoo.com.
Yeah,
Okay.
very simple. Too simple for me. I did want to add something about Rotary. Our ability to provide community service in a wide spectrum of places. I did want to mention that if you like to be picked on, come and join the club.
May I offer that the actual process of becoming a member is that anyone who would like to may attend a meeting. And then after you've attended for one time, then someone proposes you for membership. It goes through the board. The board does an actual discussion and then sends the proposal to the membership. If the membership does not object, if there are not 2 or more objections to the proposed member, then the person is invited to join. Then they pay their $50 initiation fee and they are inducted into the club.
Thank you. And is there any dues that go along with a member of the Rotary?
Right now, our dues, since we're not meeting in person, so there's no meal, a morning meal included. Our dues are $24 a month, and there's a $50 initiation charge.
Okay, thank you. And as a district, we are a district member, so that allows some of our team to join and be part of that as well, because it's such a great partnership. Is there still some type of organizational memberships available as well?
Could I mention that I'm not sure where it stands, but like the school district, if an organization has people that want to join but can't be present at all the meetings, or only part of the time, 2 or 3 from that organization can be part of our Rotary Club, just as the school district has done, and that sometimes will work for individuals that are pretty busy part of the time and just can't get away at 7 in the morning.
Basically, we have what we consider a corporate membership, and I believe that's what the school district is under. And but yes, there are other alternate methods that we can employ to get members.
Thank you. We're coming close to the end of our time here. And one of the things that I always enjoy is the four-way test. And can you explain a little bit what the four-way test is?
That the four-way test dates back to the 30s during the Depression, when one of our founding members was trying to save a business. And instead of saying, well, why don't we lie, cheat, and steal to make some money, he proposed a four-way test as a way to build and save his business. And it's been with us since the 30s.
Thank you, Lynn. Tony, lead us in the four-way test, please.
Four-way test of the things we think, say, and do every moment of every day. Number one, is it the truth? Number two, is it fair to all concerned? Number three, will it build goodwill and better friendships? Number four,
Will it be
beneficial
beneficial
to all
to all
concerned? And the most important, number five, is it fun? And we have a new number 6 with the conditions. Is it safe?
Okay.
Yeah, you have to submit that to the district.
Again, I want to thank everybody for allowing us to do this interview this morning, and for continuing to be our partner with the district, because as Tony mentioned, and we mentioned all the different things that the Rotary does to not only service our school district, but our entire community. I want to thank you for all that you do, and going above the bar. And again, that's one of our things with our district, that we're trying to recognize those, and Rotary definitely goes above the bar every day to serve our community. So thank you for that.